Welcome back to more Elden Ring. Time for us to finish off the Siofra Riverwell depths area. Some people may be asking, if you've kind of not been down here before, what about all this stuff up here? This will be much later on in the game. Particularly here, this kind of looks very different to how you might be seeing it when you're coming through. Right? There's an upper level here. But it's quite a while away before we'll be dealing with that. Either way, we've got two more pillars to light with flame. So we're dealing with that as quickly as we can. Is this one that's dancing? Yeah, some of these are dancing, right? So we'll just leave these ones alone. We won't aggro them. Oops, don't look after that. We want the want you. Excuse me. That's not an ideal thing for you to do. Why? Quick's gonna disappear. There we go. We're wanting that. This is where the teleporter that I mentioned in the previous episode will bring you out. Just so you're aware. So there should be two. Yeah, there's one pillar up there, look, and then one just ahead of us. We'll grab those. That's going to make the boss available. So we should be dealing with the. Sorry, my dangly bit keeps on touching the microphone there. Don't know what the kind of. I guess these guys are like animal lovers. They kind of seem to be very at home with the rats and the other kind of animals and things that we have around here. We're not really too fussed on fighting most of this if we don't have to. It's more of a hassle than it really needs to be. So, excuse me, stop that. Why can't I can't roll because the sign was up there? Look, just be careful of things like that. Now we're going to come across the bridge. I can't remember if we collected this or not when I brought everyone down here for some extra loot. This should be a seed. I need 3, and this next 3 is actually going to allow me to get a heal, so that's going to be very nice. Here we go. 2 left to go. And then I think it's a rune arc if we continue around here under the waterfall. Everyone likes a cave under the waterfall, right? Yeah, there we go. We can head on back out. We're actually pretty much close to done with this area. I don't know whether to do the boss now. Or should I say when we get to the next grace. We're going to get to the next grace first. I think we will. Let's do the boss. Let's go and cut back across the bridge. Continuing north at our merry way. I tend to find it better to go straight around, or straight down, should I say, like here. There's kind of different paths you can take to get up here, but I just find this way to be a little nicer. Let's heal here, because there's a lot of crap that can really mess your day up as you're coming around. So we're just going to come down this lower area. You can see we've got all of these enemies here, kind of poised to be a bit of a nuisance, to say the least. There's really not too much reason to be caring about taking on that ambush. There's no like mega awesome loot down there or anything, so we're gonna leave that as is. I put on 3 minutes, that's good. So we're prepped and we've done all of the Siofra River now, apart from one upper area with the Dragonkin Soldier and this kind of little bit here. So what I'll do is we'll do the Ancestral spirit now, because then I can tell people this is how you defeat it. And then we'll continue with some other stuff after we've beaten it. Just clear out my markers. So with all of the pillars of light or fire, whatever we want to call them, towers, we are now able to go and face the boss of this area. This boss actually occurs almost twice. So there's this one, which is the Ancestral spirit, I believe. And then there's an upgraded one, which is the regal version of the same boss. And there's not worlds of difference between the two. Although obviously the latter one is tougher. I'm really not expecting much in the way of resistance from this, so we'll just go straight in. Though if it does hit me with any of its good moves, I could die rather easy. I'm going to pop the physic before we go in. Stick Lukel straight out. Top the FP up, otherwise it's going to be a problem. Come on then. Ancestor spirit, not ancestral spirit. I got it slightly wrong. So we don't get caught by any of this. That's it, you go for brutal again, go on. Brutal, please draw his attention, sir. Go on then, if I must. More proof that we really seriously need to upgrade the damage coming from the rapier. Our crits should be disgusting. And I believe that is my first flawless victory of the series. Does it teleport us back? I don't think it does. We can't ride in here. I thought there should be a... Yeah, there it is. I don't think there's anything in this room we need to pick up before we leave. I don't think we can actually get back here, so... Once that's done, we kind of just head on back. We're all good. Okay. Quick look around. Should reveal there's not very much loot around here. Just want to double check though. Yeah, we're all good. So, with that being said, we could do the Dragonkin Soldier, or we could do something else. And I'm going to do something else. We're going to go to the Below the Well Grace again. And we're going to go ahead and activate this lift up here. If you don't have any Stone Sword keys, obviously anybody following the series, we should have gotten the bell bearing for the merchant that's down here. If you give that to the bell bearing merchant in... I must not have. Can we not do it yet? Oh, I've already done it. Ha! If you don't have keys at the moment and give the bell bearing to the merchant in Round Table Hold, you should be able to buy like 3 for 2,000 each from there, which is ample for getting up here anyway. So we're just going to grab the Arsenal Jar Talisman. This is quite a late game talisman, really, when I think about it. But we should be able to stun like most of the enemies with the Caria and Greatswords. This should be pretty easy for us. The only difficulty is we have to deal with 3 NPCs in one sitting. We'll see how it goes. I could fail. I may decide that we'll have to leave this for later. And I've left it online, so I don't actually know. We're going to find something out here, because I'm fairly sure if you leave it online, these NPCs we're going to face can be copies of other people's builds that are connected to the network. So we could see something pretty disgusting here. There is a... I think it's a... Stone Sword key at the end of here. I am not a fan of fighting these rune bears. This one doesn't even drop anything good. So we're just going to pick this up. And then we're going to pretend it doesn't exist. So I'm just going to jump off right at the Grace and I'm just going to wrest it out of existence. Goodbye, no one likes you. So now would be a good time to use up a load of runes if you have any enough for a level. I think we should be okay. Mostly confident we'll be okay. Whilst we're here. Whoa, stop this. I generally find Caelid to be significantly higher level than a lot of other areas, considering how early we can get here. Which is why I tend to clear the whole area after Altus. We'll see how we do against this. Although the biggest challenge right now is, ouch, serious lack of FP. Just doesn't know how to miss, does it? It's going to get me again. The mean thing is that... Oh, you went straight down. No, you didn't. Oh, you're going to breathe fire at me instead. Oh my god. I should have known that was not going to be... Yeah, so the mean thing is, in my opinion anyway, We have to defeat these both before we can realistically face the NPCs. And, yeah, we have to do all 3 of the NPCs in one sitting, so... That's not going to let me get it, is it? No. So, like, we really need to, like, kind of preserve FP here. But I'm going to have to take you down. Well, I guess we'll see how it goes. There's no point using a blue flask just yet. Time to deal with your friend. Ugh. At least I went on the horse. This one has ankle guards. Which means that you want to aim for its wrists. If at all possible. Aim for the wrist! It's not going to let me. You can kind of see on its wrists where the oranges look. It's quite difficult to hit them, but that's how you can knock it over. There we go. Haha. Oh. Rapier time! Gorgeous, gorgeous crit damage. Okay, time to see if we can be lucky here. Now, somebody said... There's a way to cheese these. Who gave me a great idea? Somebody gave me a great idea about getting on something. How do we get on it? Apparently there's a branch we can get onto to cheese them. Maybe like here? One of them's a caster anyway. We're not going to be able to mount up once they're here though, I don't think. Have a play around with it. Somebody said there's a cheese method here, and I can't remember what it said it was. Here we see the 3 NPCs. Yeah, that is a player one. That's a Bloodhound Fang. That's something. So these are this is gonna go horrifically wrong. Let's see how this goes. We should have done this offline. Definitely should have done this offline. These are going to be disgustingly bad. Player builds. Well, it probably could be a good idea to take a look at how someone else is playing. In terms of, like, their setups and stuff. Man, your health. That's disgusting. You're going to be pretty bad anyway, as far as all sorts of things go. So you're two-handing it, usually. One-shotting me. Okay, and so, round 2. And as you can see, we've gone into offline mode, so now there's not bloodstains everywhere. Highly recommend. Here we go. Yeah, this looks way more familiar than we should have. This one likes to parry you, and then spellcaster. Maybe not spellcaster. I thought one of them was a spellcaster. This one must be the spellcaster. Has the staff look, and it's armed quite similarly to me. Actually, I might actually have a look at what your weapons are. That's the S stock. Oh, I see. So because this one has 10 strength, you can use the S stock. Okay. So because I've been really strict on 0 strength requirements, if you just add like 2 or 3 points of strength, the S stock becomes available, which is probably better than the rapier. Now, again, just bear in mind you have to defeat all 3 of these in 1 round, so this can be a little bit naughty. Damn it. Especially if we run out of FP. It's going to be particularly annoying if we run out of FP. We can pretty much just cheese you with the rapier, though. Ouch. Two-handing. Whoops. Stuck on a rock. Where am I stuck? Oh, there's a barrier for the actual thing here. I've never been pushed back to that before. Okay, so I think I'm just going to admit this was a bad idea. So, with that being said... Well, stop placing markers. With that being said, let's go ahead and face off against the Dragonkin Soldier. So for that, we need to head to the Worshipper's Woods Grace. And from here, we're going to want to head south. We've been this way before to pick up some Ghost Glove Fort. Now we're going to go ahead and defeat a rather large looking enemy and pick up a Saw Seal. This will be our first one. It's not something I would advise many people using, really. The Saw Seals, I think, are better for physical classes than they are for caster ones, just because the way that they work, because they increase the amount of damage you take. I think I've gone too far. Where are you? Looking for the pin. I should have given myself a marker. Yeah, we went too far. It's right there. To the north, then. A lot of these are probably going to aggro on me now. Don't really want too much aggro. One here. We're going to go straight past this. Double bosses. Oh, hello. Oops. Don't shoot me off. That'll be bad. Am I aggroed? Are you aggroing on me? Nope. Very good. Through we go. So those that haven't been here before, there's a fair amount of loot up here, so just make sure you look around. Can't remember what we picked up last time. We did most of the loot up here. Did we actually do the Dragon Soldier as well? No, we didn't. You can see over there. So make sure you go down here. There will be Ghost Glove Fort down here. Make sure you go into there. I don't know if we actually picked this up. There's a spell in here that I'm not too fond of. But we'll get it anyway. This is where this comes in. Come on, give me a shot. There we go. How do they have to all get in the way? It's going to spin it. Oh well, never mind. It's one of the bubble spells. I'm not that bothered about it. But, I don't know. If you guys want to go grab it, you can grab it. I'll probably come back for it in the break or something. It's just... yeah. It's good for collection purposes. Lootles can join us. I'd like to have extra damage. I'd like to have my FP back. This thing's going to fall down like a sack of spuds, I'm afraid. I should probably get off the horse. I feel like that generally makes me more vulnerable when I'm fighting big enemies. It's only really dragons I like the horse for when I think about it. I'm not even bothered about running in for the crit, there's just no need. Hello, sir. Are you targeting me now? Lootle! Lootle, get some attention, please. Oh, no. Oh, I was two-handing the staff. I couldn't get out of the way. That's why I didn't Bloodhound Step. Wow, round 2 coming. You have to laugh at yourself when you have a fail like that. It was hilarious. It's because I was two-handing the staff. So where I thought I was going to Bloodhound Step out of its way, I just ended up standing there. That's hilarious. I'm not even going to pick my runes up unless I beat it this time, because I don't deserve them if I can't beat it this time. Which could happen now, because we don't have any FP. Not learning my lessons from before. Little, do your job, please. Get out of the way of the back scratch. And there we go. Ta-da! So back here is going to be the Scar Seal? Marika's Scar Seal. Yes. It's 2. Saw Seal and Scar Seal. This is the Scar Seal. Saw Seal is later. So I've already said it before, but anybody that hasn't been here before, make sure you look down that right-hand side. There's another Ghost Glove Fort down there. And being as we died, maybe let's go and grab the... let's go and grab this spell from down here. Shouldn't take us too long. I'm going to go in with the thing this time. Let's use Let's use that. FP up. Let's look how much attacks they take to put down. It's just silly. There's too many of them. You can run around, but if we want to have a good successful go at getting this, just clear a load of them out. If you do decide to clear these out like I'm doing right now, and you trigger the scarab to disappear, something you can do is just do the quit out trick and it'll reappear there. That way you won't have to reset the whole thing. There we are. Now your soul is mine. Great oracular bulber. Burber. I don't know why I said burber. It's a weird word to say. Right. Another one. No, it's just follow me that far around. But I'm really not a fan of the bubble spells. I've not tried them on any like kind of meaningful way, but I'm just not a fan. Somber Smithing Stone 5, you say. Very nice to know about. That completes Siofra Riverwell. It's very good. We'll come back for this when I'm feeling a little bit better about our character's ability to actually kill something. We're not doing Caelid for a while. We'll do Altus before Caelid because I find it easier to do Altus. Caelid's quite tough. There is one cave we might try and reach for, which is about here, before Altus. Maybe we'll try it before Road of Caria, having 20% more runes, but we don't have a... I don't really have a talisman slot. If I take this off, that's going to really do me in. Yes. That is true. In any case, I will mull it over. For now, our next destination then is going to be Hollow on the Lake. It's probably good. Or we can come up from over this way, because we need to do all this, actually. Yeah, let's go with Crystalline Woods, because we're going to want to hit this. We're going to want to hit this place, because that's where the Frost Axe is. I can't remember the name now. Rhymax or Rhindax. We're going to want to hit this, and we're going to want to tap this on the way down. So, yeah, plenty to do next episode. See you guys again for that.